Welcome to my channel. This is my last request, and this request was the second highest vote getter. It's Girls' Last Tour OST, and the name of the song, I guess, is Owari no Uta, or Song of the End. This was requested anonymously on the 13th of July of this year, 2026. And the requester wrote a rather lengthy note, which I'm going to read to you now. Girls' Last Tour, or Shujo Shuumatsu Ryoku in Japanese, is a very bittersweet anime and manga. Here is a summary of the story I found on my anime list. Amid the desolate remains of a once thriving city, only the rumbling of a motorbike breaks the cold winter silence. Its riders, Chitu and Yuri, are the last survivors in the war-torn city. Scavenging old military sites for food and parts, the two girls explore the wastelands and speculate about the old world to pass the time. Chito and Yuri each occasionally struggle with the looming solitude, but when they have each other, sharing the weight of being two of the last humans becomes a bit more bearable. Between Yuri's clumsy excitement and Chito's calm composure, their dark days get a little brighter after shooting practice, new books, and snowball fights on the frozen battlefield. Among a scenery of barren landscapes and deserted buildings, Shoju Shumatsu Ryoku tells the uplifting story of two girls and their quest to find hope in a bleak and dying world. Well, that certainly sounds interesting, doesn't it? Before we get into the music, though, I got to thank you for coming, and thank you for your support, for everything that you do, for the likes, for the shares, the comments, the subscriptions, the requests, coming to my live streams, your patience with my health problems. I just can't thank you enough. I really can't. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist, so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. And I put the link to the reaction request form and to the voting form. Now, you do have to be logged in to get to those. So if you don't have a WordPress account, go to wordpress.com, set up your account, and then come to my site and log in. Once you've done that, you can make one request a day, and you can vote 3 times a day. 3 times for one song, 1 time for 3 songs. 1 and 2 if you want. It's up to you. A live stream for 3 hours on Sundays, beginning now at 6 p.m. UTC, not 3 p.m. I was doing it at 3 p.m. I've changed the time to 6 p.m. It's better for me, for my health. So, 6 p.m. UTC on Rumble. If you come to Rumble on Sunday at 6 p.m. UTC and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. I also live stream on Fridays. I also live stream on Fridays at 12 a.m. UTC on YouTube. I call that God Talks. That's a chance for me to talk about the Bible, about Christian living, about walking by the Spirit, and take questions from the chat, try to answer them if I can, and also take prayer requests. So if you're interested in that, drop by YouTube at 12 a.m. UTC on Friday. So this is Owari no Uta, Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoku. Original soundtrack. Sounds like a really bleak situation to be in. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was the description I read that the requester wrote, but that song just, that influenced me, I mean, but that song just gave me a feeling of resignation and just a little tinge of hope. Not much, but a little bit. And I was thinking about what that would be like to be the last two human beings on Earth. Golly days. Just imagine that. I mean, in our modern world, we're so used to being able to tap on a phone and order food and have it delivered and go to the grocery store and buy food to fix. And you wouldn't have any of that after the first week, I suppose. Maybe you could raid some freezers and last a couple weeks, but eventually you're going to have to find food. You're going to have to forage for it. You're going to have to live like our ancestors did hundreds of years ago. And for someone who's been raised in a modern urban environment, that is no small feat. It's no small challenge. It would be so easy to give up because you realize there's no one else. It's just us. Wow. Ooh, that would be bleak. to put it mildly. That'd be really bleak. But you know, the human spirit is such that you wouldn't want to just lay down and die. You wouldn't want to just give up. You'd want to try and make a go of it. But even then, just think about what would be the purpose of my life if there's no one else here. What's the purpose of it? What's the point? That would be really, really tough mentally to deal with. Wow. I can imagine all sorts of story angles for that because there's so many different possibilities. Anyway, that's a kind of a bleak way to end the show, I guess, but that's all I can do today. So I just again want to thank you for coming, and I pray that God will watch over you as you sleep, that He will make your rest multiplied so that when you get up in the morning, you'll be filled with energy and ready to go and ready to take on the day and be more than a conqueror in every sense of the word. And I pray that He does that for all the people that you love as well. So, until tomorrow, this is the Vietnam Era Vet signing off.